Om Shanti. Experiment on yourself and others with your mind, with the power of yoga. Constantly victorious. Souls who experiment always become victorious over their sanskars, the situations that appear through matter, and over the vices. For a yogi soul, or a soul who experiments, the snake of the five vices becomes a garland around the neck, or a stage on which to dance. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 26. Experiment on yourself and others with your mind with the power of yoga. Today's topic: constantly victorious. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Constantly be victorious. If we listen carefully, the first victory is on one's own self. And that is what Baba is saying, on your own sanskars. That is why Baba talks about self-sovereignty. Before you become the master, you have to be self-sovereign. So everything begins with the self. You want others to be behaving in a particular way or doing whatever is different or what you want. But that will not happen. You have to begin with yourself. That is why Baba is saying, experiment always, become victorious over your own sanskars. That will help you. The situations that appear through, Baba says, they appear through the matter or five elements and over vices also. Sanskars, nature, five elements, and then third is vices. Just interesting. Last one is vices. Because vices cannot do anything. It's only when you are under control of your sanskars or matter. Baba says, for a yogi soul or for a soul, yogi soul or for a soul, experiments the snake of the five vices becomes a garland around the neck of, or a stage of which is you dance. Shankar is shown as a tapasvi, right? Shankar is shown as a bodiless stage. So the snake around Shankar's head, that means you become conqueror of vices through tapasya, through bodiless stage. So, to become conqueror, experiment, Baba said. What to experiment? That have I become conqueror over my sanskar? And it's not many sanskar, it's one sanskar which always defeats you. I always say that bhavna becomes a kamna. You have pure feelings, but you have desire. I should receive that. I should receive this. I should be treated like this. I should be given this respect, or I should be given the desires, kamna. And then all the vices come. Bhavna changes into kamna, then desires all the time, and they hit you. But if you maintain your bhavna, don't let them become your desires, your kamna. That is why Baba says, Kam vikar, lust also. It's like kamna. No? Certainly, you have desire. So internally check, what am I expecting? All the time expecting. And when you keep expecting, you get disappointed. And drama will be like that. Whatever you're expecting, it won't happen. So you have to be smiling and say, okay, it's drama. Because very subtly, all the time we have expectations and then disappointment, then disheartened. Maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe I'm not this. Then your respect goes down. Right? But why we have to? Our bhavna should keep increasing, not kamna. Pure feelings towards everyone. That is what is most important. So it's very interesting, when we churn knowledge, when we look at our practical life and how I am ascending. And when you don't expect, you always feel so respected, so full, because you feel you are getting more than what you are. Baba is giving you more, everyone else is giving more. So that's what I have always said. Have the pure feelings, pure vision for everyone. In Kamna, there is very subtle jealousy, then comparison. Why this one gets it, I don't get. I never think that way. I said, whatever one deserves, you always get it. You get more than that. Because there are no expectations. So be victorious. Never get defeated. And keep remembering, sanskars will keep emerging. See, sanskar comes because we're not using knowledge or virtues or have good yoga. Otherwise, sanskar shouldn't emerge. They emerge, but they're not attacking you. Right? And also, one thing I find which I don't know, it's culture here or it's sanskars. You have good manners, right? Because when you respect, you have good bhavna. You have to learn some manners, right? If you find in higher positions, all those who are serving them, they have lot of manners. And that's part of their duty, right? Anyway, we're not going to go in details, but it's very important. Yeah, if you have good manners, you will get respect. But if your manners are rough and cheap, then nobody really wants you to be around. It is taught to us in a Lokik world, but also Baba teaches us. Our Baba was so respectful, so royal, very, very light, happy, but also very serious. Whatever Baba said, Shiv Baba, he will follow 100%. Very, very good personality. So our homework for today is to be victorious. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, dear Mohini Didi. Hello, loving greetings. I have a new flower for you today. It's a beautiful one.
Looks very good.
It looks like the jasmine, but it's different. And because today is also celebration of Diwali here in Montreal, I thought I will not offer you just one flower, but the whole pot. This is the whole beautiful bouquet. And it grows here.
Is it the plant itself, right?
Yeah, this is the plant. It stays at home. It's a bit heavy, but it's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it blooms about 2-3 times a year.
Everyone, oh, that's beautiful. It's a whole plant, right?
Yes.
That's
And
good.
when
Thank you.
it comes all together. All the flowers come together as a big bouquet. So happy Diwali again, and to everyone in Avyakti Parivar. It's lovely to be with you. And I was thinking today to ask you, how can we help a little bit those who have still, very full Lokik job, Lokik life, and now we know, many of us in the family, we're getting a bit older, so we're not working, we're enjoying, being with Baba more, having more time for Baba's service. And some say, yeah, but it's easy for you now. You're not working. But for us, we're still working, and it's difficult to remember Baba. Maybe we don't claim, so much, so many marks in service. And I remember when I was working in the beginning, I was thinking, well, all the other brothers and sisters, they can do more. They have the whole day. They can give talk. They can give courses. And here I am doing some Lokik work. So how do you help those who sometimes feel they're missing on something by being so busy with their lucky job and maybe not accumulating like those who are not working with lucky job?
I think if you remember that when you all came young in Australia, all the centers were run by brothers. And they all, I visited Australia 2, 3 times at that time. So they will cook in the morning, after getting ready. And because they need to take breakfast, take for lunch, they come home 5:36. They take shower and they are ready to give courses. They give course and then they eat light dinner. And they were managing very well, as you said, maybe because of young age and then they get older. But, there are some older ones at the retreat places. I still remember Sally in Australia and everywhere they are. Even our main chartered accountant in East Village, she retired. She was in government in Canada. She came and she stayed with us. And she's about 78 or something. So she's not that young. But somehow or other, the way she has maintained, whether her health, whether it is her wealth, that she has enough for herself for contribution. So I think if from very beginning we keep our life in a balanced way, then age will not bother you. Financially, you will always have enough, and so I think that is just question of, but if you always think you can't do this, they don't work, I work, your energy goes down. Because in the beginning, you can also share how you were managing, even when you were working, no? You were managing well, locking job or locking. And now it's not, when you leave job, you are free. Sometimes you have more to do than when you were working, right? So many now they are retiring couples and they are more busy now than when they were working. So I think that life is a karma yogi. I mean, you don't want to be free, right? For me, I always ask Baba, what more can I do? Can I do this more? Or, so you want to do more. And it's not that you cannot do, it's just question of balancing.
And when someone is working, even if sometimes the work could be, very mental or very brain oriented, or sometimes it's just physically oriented, what would you suggest to use in our consciousness or our thinking so that we're not just, doing logic work, but that even that time in the logic work could be accounted as, almost service or spiritual progress?
No, see, you also used to come up with ideas to serve, right? As you said, in your room and at workplace, you kept outside the blessings, right? And
Yeah.
when people came, they read that blessing and then they came to see you. So you feel the difference that you had an idea to do service. You might not do same service, but then you are always thinking how to serve. And because there is thought how to serve, there are many opportunities, many good ideas, and you will always find yourself serving. So I think that instead of having thought, oh, I can't do this, this one can do it. You will also be able to do many nice things. So that's what I hear from those who are working, that they also have lot of opportunities to serve.
What made a big difference for me was also, but a bit late, when Daddy Janky came to Montreal with you. And then Daddy told me at the time, your consciousness at work should be the same as your consciousness at the center. And it really helped me to think, oh, let me change my vocabulary. So I don't go to work, I go to serve. And it really helped me to think differently, to think that even a meeting at work should be like a meeting at the center, where I'm listening to others' ideas, but I'm also feeling their well-being, having good wishes for them, and serving them. So I thought that was very helpful for me. I enjoyed when you talked earlier about the sanskars of good manners, and I'm curious to see if you have any suggestions, if we can have a little few minutes of good manner etiquette or good manner examples. Any good manners you feel we could learn? Like we can do a little chit chat on good manners?
One is, let everyone finish what they're saying, never to cut off any person, because sometimes other person hasn't finished and we start talking in between. is not considered to be respect in a high class society. That's what is shown. If I have to enter anyone's room, I will knock. Anyone, even the sisters in foreign countries, we never enter anyone's room without knocking, because it could be shocking, it could be surprising. So it's a very common manner, which I don't see here. People just come in. It's not question of whether you come or not, but at least knock. So there are many things like people take off shoes in the middle. You have to take off shoes in a corner, no? So that others, when they come, they don't have to pass through all the shoes. I remember here where sometimes we come, there are so many shoes they could put, but they have to put properly. Plus, if you are eating, then you offer somebody, have you eaten? Do you want to eat? There are many starting from morning until 9 because we are Baba's royal children, right? And how we have to, because if you are going into higher society, you need to know a lot of things like even for there are a lot of good royal ways for drivers when they are with the some personalities. So a lot of training is also given. Even for prince and princess, they have college where they show them how a prince has to, with the public, with his family, how he has to interact. Because interaction, immediately people will know your background, your family, from where you belong to. So they have special schools, colleges, they call it etiquettes, right? Whether you call them manners or etiquette. So how do we improve ourselves so that it looks like a qualified person instead of anything. So sometimes people just do things and doesn't look very royal or respectful. So I think that as Baba's children, we should be so royal, respectful. Once I was at one family, there was some war going on somewhere. So this lady's husband was not in Gyan. So we were sitting at dinner time and we started a topic which was current topic. So when I left, I stayed 3 days. He was telling his wife, I didn't know that BKs knows everything. I didn't know BKs are so respectful. I didn't know, like he was kind of very much impressed. But if you are like, do whatever way. So we had to stay and in foreign countries, many homes we stayed. So when you stay at someone's home, they watch you whole day, right? And then they get impressed that it's not only soul and God, but you don't know how to behave or how to interact. So social manners, if you are staying with good families, I stayed with so many people in Switzerland, in Belgium, in Holland, wherever I went. We had no centers. So we were invited. Even like when you are eating, if you are making sound, they don't like it. Why can't you eat properly? If your spoon is touching the plate, making sound, they don't like it. That's not considered. So even to sit together with people and eat requires some kind of manners. And if you don't have, I remember some sisters from here, and they start staying with me at some people. So they say, but how can she do that? I say, she's learning because we are not taught at home how to properly eat, use the spoon, or of course, I don't use fork and knife too. I find it difficult. So either I will use fork or knife, but if I have to do both, I still struggle. So I'm just giving example that there are a lot of manners for eating, a lot of manners for walking, talking. People observe everything, like they call it social interactions. But for some of us, we were lucky because my family had a lot of diplomats in the family, a lot of IAS officers. So we went into that kind of society and we learned a lot of things. But there are certain, I remember that first training we had for how many kanyas were there, and Asha Didi used to give training. They will always taught you when you put a plate which side the fork and knife should be, which side there should be handkerchief, napkin. So in that training, they always used to train them how to serve food. If you go in front and serve, then you have to be on. You can't serve from back. You have to serve from the side. So there are dinner, all kinds of manners are taught. Taught or learned, right?
So Bhumiji, maybe we should add one new session in the 7 days course, the etiquette course after the 7 days course. Do you think we can teach this, or is it something people will have naturally because of some values, or is something that has to be learned?
No, we teach them even in Peace Village that when people come in line to take food, there are a lot of good quality people. So how they should serve, they can't just feel like a food is being thrown. It's not served. So there are a lot of little things. Yeah, they can be taught, but we have to bring expert.
Right. We'll do a special little session one day on royal behavior in Avyakti Parivar. We can do entertaining
The,
ways, nice way to
yeah,
demonstrate.
we can do the French manners.
Yes, they're very nice.
When first time I went, so Brother Eric was there. So he had to make everything bed for me, put towel. Everything was so good in bathroom. So because they call it French manners, because
Mhm.
he's French. In France, they have everything in a stylish way. So I think you can do that too. I still remember
Thank you.
first time when I went, everything was so beautiful. So
Yes.
you can teach also.
All right. Well, I know before we share Toli or so, you can share Toli with more than me. I think there's a whole Montreal family who is celebrating Diwali and they wanted to say hello to the whole Avyakti Parivar team. I know many are celebrating Diwali again this weekend, so maybe we can spotlight the Montreal Diwali group and they want to just say a big hello to Avyakti Parivar and yourself. It's been beautiful celebration. There were songs, dancers, all kind of little moments. So
Mm.
yes, here
Bhuvi
they
went
are.
playing.
So they can say Om Shanti, all in the colors. You can
Hello,
turn on your microphone, Montreal.
hello, Om Shanti family. You have Indians, you have Tamils, you have French,
All
you
French,
have,
Spanish, English. We have Sister Nicole also with us from Quebec. So
mm,
they can say Om Shanti.
yeah, multi-language.
Lovely.
Happy Diwali to everyone. Mm.
So they made
We
Toli, but I'm
have,
sure you have more Tolis. So I have this for you. And now I can send it to you through Zoom. Can send it to you through Zoom. And I'm sure you have sweet Tolis also to share with the family. So do you only Tolis?
yeah, now you have also someone making montal. We have
Yes.
dates slowly. Lot of dates came from Dubai. So I send it to Toli department. They made Tolis. we will share with double foreigners. They have started coming, so when I go for class, it's vegan.
Vegan. So we don't miss the date again.
This is the gift for you.
Acha, nice.
Diwali gift.
The only gift. Oh, lovely. Wow, special box. My. So they're not
Nuts are-
candle this time, eh? This is not candle this time, right? Real eatable to the beautiful, beautiful box.
Boxes are more expensive than the nuts. Every day we get so many beautiful. So then we also give them as gift. This morning I'm going to hospital. A doctor comes specially, so taking gift for him.
I'm sure everyone in Avyakti Parivar feel they receive the box now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Brother Eric.
Thank
Happy
you.
Diwali. Happy
Thank
Diwali
you.
to you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Happy Diwali, everyone. Om Shanti.